Welcome to Our Perfect Dreams Delayed with Courtney
and Trinity. This is episode 6. I'm glad we both remembered what episode it was. Oh, hi guys, we've missed you. We know we've been MIA. We know it. It's been about 2 weeks since we've uploaded. That's a long
That's a long time.
That's a long darn time. So we're back. Where have we been? Where have you been?
I've been on vacation.
Yes, she has.
And around it.
She had a little mini vacay with the fam, so she was away. We're gonna get into it, but was taking medication this month, so it made me very sick, and it also made me very mentally, I don't want to say unstable, but unwell. So I was not in the mood to upload. I messaged her and was like, girl, I just can't do it today. And so that's why we've been MIA. But now we're better. Now she's back. We're back. Better than ever, kind of. So we're just gonna get right into it. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button down below for more videos like this. Hit that thumbs up button.
Press that little bell
Ding,
so you can be notified when we do posts.
Yes, ma'am. Now
don't want to miss it.
Get into it. Okay, so today's video, we're going to be sharing with you guys, talking to you guys, updating you guys on our journeys, fertility journeys, if we're taking medication, if we're not, symptoms, the whole nine, the whole flipping nine. So we're gonna let Miss Courtney go first, okay? Okay, I mean, we can kind of bounce back and forth, but you can get into it. Just, tell us where you're at, how it's been going.
Well, it's been going good so far.
Okay.
I did see my gynecologist, and she started me on Clomid. So I took that on day 5 of my cycle, and it really only made me sick the second day I took it. And the rest of the days I took it, it was just a little headache that I could tolerate.
Crazy symptoms.
No.
So I started Clomid again this month as well. I started it 2.5, 3 weeks ago though. 5 days into my cycle, because that's when you're normally supposed to take it. And I had some, I want to say super bad sickness. When I tried it with my son, I got way more sick than I did this time. But mentally, I was very ornery and angry and short-tempered with anyone. And it was very, very bad, to the point where I had to tell my husband to walk away because I just wanted to give him a little knuckle sandwich. And that's not healthy and that's not okay. So I did have those symptoms this time, but they're gone. They were gone at least 2 days into taking it as well. It was just those hormones messing with me, trying to balance me out. But I'm better now. The rage is gone for now. So yes. So tell us if you've had any no other symptoms. Those were the only symptoms you had.
I was emotional, but I'm already an emotional person to begin with.
Right.
So I don't know if it was just my hormones
just you
being on the medication,
right,
or if it's just me.
Right.
But everything was either making me mad, I was crying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just maybe it's the medication. We'll blame it on the medication.
Yeah. Good excuse. Good excuse. So, where are you at now? What's next for you? What's coming up? What day are you on? What's going on?
I really don't know what day I'm on.
Okay.
Without checking my little
to do in the phone. That's
all right. Little things. But
so when's your next appointment? When do you go back? When do you get blood work?
I see her. Well, I don't know if I see her, but I know I'm getting blood work on the 7th of July.
Okay.
So after the busy season for my family and I for the 4th of July.
Pew 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 pews.
So that's why I want to maybe take a test to see if I'm pregnant or not, just to be safe. Because we set up fireworks, and some of the stuff is heavy, and I don't want to be lifting heavy things. But even if I'm not, it could be early, so I might just be I need to...
Right, just to be safe.
Yeah. And not pick up heavy things.
Right, so you see her on the 7th, or blood work's on the 7th. You don't know when you see her yet. Gotcha. Yeah. So for me, actually, so we're if we are pregnant, right, our cycles are about a week and a half apart right now. So I go tomorrow to get blood work done to see if I ovulate. So what they don't test for HCG, they don't test for pregnancy. They just test to see if you've ovulated, if your levels were high enough, all of that. So she's going to do that on the 7th. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Now tomorrow while I'm there, I'm hopefully going to set up my follow-up appointment with my OB so she can tell me all of the things. If I ovulated, great, you're pregnant, so on, so forth. Okay. Now, that being said, I'm in the same boat as her when it comes to taking a pregnancy test. You don't want to take one too early, but you don't want to take one too late. When I had my son, I found out I was pregnant with him in the doctor's office, okay? I'm glad I found out I was pregnant, right? But I wish I would have found out when I was home, because I'm all about the surprise. I love to tell my husband, amp it up, get him a cute present, and do all of the things. So I would like to know before then. So I think I might test tomorrow. If it says no still, I'm going to wait a few days until the day before I go see my OB, and then I'm going to take one then. So then I know for sure if I am or not, and I know before I get into that office, because I don't want to do that again. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Right?
Yeah, because I've been tempted to just kind of start testing right now, and I'm like, no, because mentally that will put me downhill, and I do not want to do that.
Oh yes, girl, I feel ya. Just the waiting game is so hard. It's hard enough trying to have a baby normally and trying to track everything normally, but now when you have this handy dandy piece of paper that you have to follow word for word, number for number, it just makes you that much more anxious about finding out if you are or not. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes it so much harder. So love that for me. So let's get into a little bit what our next steps are if we aren't pregnant, right? So I'm going to have you get into what you feel like your next steps are going to be, and then I'll get into mine. So go for it.
I'm probably just going to see if we can just up the dosage. I don't know if she'll just be like, well, you can just wait it out and we'll keep trying the low dosage.
Right.
But me, I'm mentally and physically at that point where I'm just no, let's just up it now. Yeah. I'm ready for those babies, because she said if the high dosage doesn't even work, then I'll have to see a specialist.
Gotta love that word, a specialist. Thank the Lord for them, right? Because they are amazing. But
when
the word of that being brought up to you, I can't imagine I would have been like, excuse me, we're already talking about that, and I haven't even got through this first round and you're already telling me this stuff. I would have lost it.
Yep, my heart sank when she said the word, you might have to see a specialist. I was you're joking. Please say psych right now.
Please say I'm on a TV show right now.
Where are the cameras?
This is a joke.
But I'm surprised I did not cry when she said that.
Yeah, right.
I was just kind of okay. Mm-hmm. And just kind of put it in the back of my head and was like, okay, when am I starting this
we gotta get
medication?
Gotcha. Okay. So that's where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, she talked to me similarly when we were going to start the medication. She was like, so if it doesn't work the first round, she's like, I'm almost positive it will work the second round for you. She's like, we'll just put you on a slightly higher dose. Obviously, it's more chances for multiples, but she's like, it's still a very low chance, so I'm not worried about you getting twins. And that will be our next step. So I'm obviously hoping that's not the case. I got pregnant with my son the very first round of Clomid last time. I'm hoping my body responds and does the same exact thing this time. I've been doing all the things, praying, which is the best thing to do, and just seeing what happens. But I would say that's the next step for me. I'm not going to give up. I'm not just going to stop taking it. Mm-hmm. I know it gives me symptoms, but now that I know that could be a symptom of getting angry and being ornery and emotional, obviously, I know now what to expect. And I can be like, okay, honey, I'm going through it right now, so let's just, and he'll be like, okay, let's just take a break for a minute. So I think that's kind of where I'm at as well. Just going up a dose, getting this baby without seeing a specialist. Because with the Lord, you don't need no specialist.
He is the specialist.
He is the miracle worker. Yes, love that.
Take us to church.
Yes. Okay, so on this piece of paper here, I kind of wanted to show you guys exactly the steps that they give us here, so you kind of know what to expect if you are looking into it, right? Because I have never seen a video out there about them talking piece by piece of what fertility assistance can look like, okay? So we're going to talk about it today. Look at all my scribbles. Don't you love it? I have my own personal notes on here. So the first step, we've kind of scribbled out. So if you don't get a period, they will give you medication to give you a period, okay?
That's what I take.
That's what she takes. All right. So those are kind of the first two steps here. So the steps that I started at was 3, which is the first day. Guys, if you don't want to hear the word blood or anything like that, sorry. Here we go.
This is not your video.
The first day of bleeding is considered day 1 of your cycle. Okay. If you didn't know that, well, now the heck you do. You're welcome. Okay, number 4. Take Clomid 1 pill per day on days 5 through 9, which is 5 days after you start your period through 9 days after your period, okay? Only for those few days.
And if you don't know what day you're on, there are like period tracking apps.
Yes.
And some of them do tell you like what cycle day you are on.
Yes, which is very helpful. Flow, I used to have Flow. I really enjoyed that. Pre-mom pregnancy app, trying or pregnancy.
I have like 3 different
You got to. So I'll put them on the screen so you guys know what they are. Anyways, all right?
Because we don't gatekeep over here.
No, we don't. Sponsor this video. Okay, have intercourse. If you don't know what that means sex, people. Okay.
Or baby dancing.
Or baby dancing.
For PG version, yes. If there's little ears around.
Yes. Okay, have intercourse at least every other day from days 12 through 18. Okay, so these are going to be the days you're most likely going to be fertile. That's why they put them there. You could be fertile a little further after that, or maybe a little while before that, but that's just a rough estimate of when you need to be going at it. Now, it does say, or your OB will tell you, it's recommended to have intercourse every other day. That's just so that way everybody's recharged and everything's working properly. Now, with my son, I did that. I'm going to tell you right now, this time we did not. We went at it like flipping animals every single day. Raccoons, we were just going at it every single day. Nothing wrong with that, right? I didn't want to miss a day. I really, really wanted a girl. So we'll get into how to get girls and boys here in a second. But yeah. So how are you guys doing the every other day thing right now?
I know like when the week started of the every other day, we like got on it that day. Mm-hmm. Then the next day I said, no, we're not going to do it because the rules say every other day.
Right.
But, you know, we did it this morning. Trying to get that baby.
Yes.
But I think we're just going to do it every day because I don't want to miss a day in case if that's like the day that it needs to happen.
Right. I know, like, I totally get their reasonings as to why. It's truly because they want to make sure that the male is nice and charged in between. Whereas if you do it every other day, he doesn't have that full 48 hours to recharge. He only has about 24. So I know my man personally, and I know he is just fine in charge, just fine. Okay, so I know that if we did it every other day, it's going to be well charged. Okay. So enough of that TMI information for you guys. Let's move on to step number 6. Okay. Okay, it says get blood tests, progesterone assay, which is just like your it's your ovulation levels, not your HCG levels, okay, on day 23 or 24. So for me, it's June 28th, which is tomorrow, and for her, it's the 7th, okay? So just testing for ovulation. Then from there, you're going to schedule an appointment with your OB, and they're going to talk to you about it, tell you if it worked, tell you if it didn't, and move on to an upper dose or you're pregnant. So I'm going to say it's very convenient to have this piece of paper. Mm-hmm. So you're not wondering, did you do it right? Are you not doing it right? You can always resort back to this flipping piece of paper that walks you through A and B.
I will say I was happy that I got my rules.
Yes.
Because I would have been lost without them.
Oh, yeah, girl.
I know I could have messaged you, but I was just like, that's kind of going to be annoying.
Right. No.
So I was like, thank the good Lord she got me that piece of paper.
Yes. Love this piece of paper. It's so helpful. And you can write all your notes on it like I did mine. Okay, so really quick, I want to jump into what my OB told me about boys and girls. Okay.
So see, we didn't have that conversation.
Okay, so this is a little knowledge for you too. So, in case you didn't know, for a girl, you need to have intercourse starting maybe day 11, before day 12 even hits, okay? You want to start real early in your cycle, right even before you ovulate. Girls take longer. Okay, girl stuff takes longer to get to your egg, okay? Whereas for boys, it's almost instantaneous. It's just hours, boom, you have a boy. So for girls, it takes a little while. So that's why they encourage you to go early so that stuff has time to get there and get you your girl. Okay, does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's how you get your girl. Boy, again, you're probably going to want to hold off until day 16, 17, 18, the end of your cycle, and then go at it then for your boy. Okay? So, because my husband wants a boy and I want a girl, we did it every single day. So if we are pregnant, we are going to be mind blown of what the sex will be. So that's where we're at. I don't know about you guys. You just want one. You don't even care what it is, probably.
Preferably I want a boy.
Okay.
Just because we already have a girl.
Right.
So I want a boy because I want to give him like a little boy.
Yeah.
And then I also kind of want to be part of the boy mom club.
Yes. It's the best club to be in.
But also, in the same breath, I honestly don't care what it is.
Right.
As long as it's a healthy baby.
Yes. Baby and healthy baby.
But a boy, preferably.
Lord, are you listening?
And then after that, it can be whatever.
Matter.
The
That's
first
how
one,
I
I
feel.
just want a boy.
I'm like, I wanted my boy. I got my boy. Now I want my girl. And I'm hoping the Lord's listening. Not that I really have any control, but still. And then from here on out, like, I don't care if I have 5 girls or I have 5 more boys. Like, I just wanted my one girl. I want to dress her up, her to be my mini-me. Anything after that, I don't care.
Yep.
You know?
As long as they're just
they're healthy, beautiful babies. Like the one I have right now.
So that concludes today's episode.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Today's was a little bit fun. You know, it wasn't too emotional. It was kind of fun and very knowledgeable. So we hope you guys had some inspiration, some knowledge.
Might want to get
that notepad out.
Yep.
Yes, write that down. Do you like those noises? Love those sound effects. Don't forget to subscribe, you guys. Comment down below any video ideas or topics you want us to talk about, because we will totally talk about them. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!